kick right in front of the goal, and it's in.
Second, cuts to his corner, takes the shot, he scores!
And now for tonight's lineups. First for the Fox Chapel Foxes. Number 1, Jack Lynch. Number 2, Ethan Shellestack. Number 5, Rowan Gladwin. Number 17, Owen Long. Number 21, Solomon Amemser. Number 23, Connor Scanlon. And number 28, Andrew Shepard. The Foxes are coached by head coach Phil O'Keefe, assisted by Jordan Marie. And now for your Indians of Peters Township, number 3, Bryce O'Donnell. Number 8, Lucas Einan. Number 11, Alex Klein. Number 16, Anthony Lingus. Number 19, Ben Doomer. Number 20, Eli Henningsen. Number 23, Andrew Klein. Number 24, Dane Sales. The Indians are coached by head coach Colin Verb, assisted by Maggie Syverson, Alex Pule, Pat Verb, and Zach Perensky.
Welcome to the home opening game for your Peters Township High School Indians Boys Volleyball 2024 season. Today their home opener will be against the Fox Chapel Foxes. This will be Peters Township's first game of the season. They typically play Tuesdays and Thursdays and will have some weekend tournaments interspersed throughout the season. The boys are greeting the referees, warming up for one another to have a big match tonight. Your starting lineup on the court will be Dane Sales at outside hitter, but he'll switch over to middle once play action starts. Ben Doomer on the outside, Andrew Klein playing back row. Your libero will be Bryce O'Donnell, another outside hitter, Anthony Lingus, and Alex Klein will be your setter for this evening's game. Representing the senior class, Dane Sales, Anthony Lingus, and Bryce O'Donnell. Junior, Ben Doomer, and sophomores Alex and Andrew Klein. Fox Chapel will be back to serve this best of 5 game. The serve is out of bounds for a Peters Township point. Indians 1, Foxes 0. Andrew Klein back to serve. Some action at the net, but Fox Chapel was too far into the net for a Peters Township point. 2-0 Peters Township. Andrew back to serve. And the serve goes off the net, passed up by the Foxes and over the net. Up to the setter, Alex Klein, and over the net by Dane Sales. Fox Chapel receives and swings it over. Up to the center, to the outside hitter, Ben Doomer. Fox Chapel setting it to the back row for a pipe, but Andrew receives it, passes it up to Alex. And to Ben Doomer for a hit, which is received by Fox Chapel. Brought back over the net. And Ben Doomer with the kill. Peters Township 3, Fox Chapel 0. Andrew Klein back for the serve. What a volley. Klein's spin serve is received by the back row up to the setter. This goes over the net, a little bit out of system on Peters Township, but Ben Doomer with the hit, and the boys reset. Fox Chapel's pipe is received by Andrew, set by Alex for a 3-ball to Dane, which is brought up by Fox Chapel and set to their outside. Almost killed, but saved by Andrew and up to Alex for a dump. Tipped and out of bounds. Point Fox Chapel. Fox Chapel 1, serving Peters Township 3. Fox Chapel spin served is passed up from Andrew Klein to the setter. And for the kill, Ben Doomer from the outside. Beautiful swing. Peters Township 4, serving Fox Chapel 1. Doomer's spin serve is out of bounds. Point Fox Chapel. 2, serving 4. The Fox Chapel libero back for the serve. An overpass on the point of the setter led to an out-of-bounds hit by Dane. Point Fox Chapel, 3 serving 4. Serve is received from the back row, set to the outside. Hit and blocked, but out of bounds. Point Peters Township 5, serving 3. Dane sails back for the serve. Dane's float serve is received by the back row, set and hit, but brought up by Dane. And set to Mr. Lingus, but received by Fox Chapel. Oh, that shot by Doomer was blocked by the Fox Chapel middle blockers. Point Fox Chapel 4, serving 5. Float serve received by Doomer, set up by Klein, killed by Lingus for the point. Peters Township 6, serving 4, Fox Chapel. Alex Klein back for the serve. That float serve is received by the back row. Passed up and set by the middle hitter, hit by the middle hitter, but blocked. And Fox Chapel was lifting the ball there for point Peters Township. 7 serving 4. Alex's serve is received and set by Fox Chapel, hit over the net. This time set by Bryce O'Donnell. Passed over the net by Lingus. Fox Chapel hit, goes out of bounds for a Peters Township point. 8 serving 4. Klein back again for the serve. That spin serve received by the back row. Set up to the front and passed over the net. Controlled by Andrew. Set by Alex over to Lingus. Hit just a little bit outside. Point Fox Chapel 5, serving Peters Township 8. Serve received by Andrew up to the setter Alex and over to Lingus. Goes out of bounds for a Fox Chapel point. 6, serving Peters Township 8. Fox Chapel serve goes into the net. Point Peters Township 9, serving Fox Chapel 6. Anthony Lingus back for the serve. That spin serves received and dumped over the net by the Fox Chapel setter. Point, Fox Chapel, 7 serving 9. Little miscommunication on the back row by Peters Township. Fox Chapel's point, 8 serving 9. That serve goes into the net, but over for a Fox Chapel point. 9 serving 9. Float serve received and set. Smashed by the middle hitter, but blocked. Peters Township gets the ball back over the net to Fox Chapel, who sets, has a hit, but it's blocked and goes out of bounds. Point, Fox Chapel, 10 serving 9. Doomer with the pass, Klein with the set, back to Doomer, whose hit is tipped, goes out of bounds. Point, Peters Township, knotted up at 10. Eli Hemmingson checks out of the game. Dane Sales checks back in. Bryce O'Donnell, the libero, back to serve. O'Donnell's serve goes just a bit outside for a Fox Chapel point, 11 serving 10. Fox Chapel's serve goes out of bounds for a Peters Township point. We are knotted up at 11. Andrew Klein back to serve. Andrew spin serve, received by the back row and set to the hitter. Received by Peters Township, set over the net by Alex, but received by Fox Chapel, who sets up for a back row attack, which goes out of bounds. Point, Peters Township, 12 serving 11. Andrew's serve just leads to an overpass by Fox Chapel, and that overpass was crushed by Dane Sales for a point for Peters Township. 13 now, serving 11. A Fox Chapel attack error leads to another Peters Township point on the serve from Andrew Klein. We now have Peters Township 14, Fox Chapel 11. Fox Chapel taking a timeout. In earlier play this evening, the junior varsity team fell to Fox Chapel's junior varsity team in 2 sets. It was their first game of the season and a first game for many of the players. We have a large number of freshmen on the JV team this year. Boys represented themselves well and are off to a decent start. Both teams coming out of their huddle to set up to resume play in this first set. Andrew Klein back to serve as Peters Township still leads 14-11. That serve is up and received by Fox Chapel. Set but blocked at the net. The block goes out of bounds for a Fox Chapel point. Fox Chapel 12 serving Peters Township 14. Excellent little serve run there by the sophomore Andrew Klein. Fox Chapel's serve is received by the libero and set by Alex Klein. Hit by Doomer, but blocked and set up at the net. And that ball goes out of bounds for a Peters Township point. Your Indians have 15, the Foxes have 12. Benjamin Doomer back to serve. Doomer's spin serve goes into the net for a service error. Point to Fox Chapel. Fox Chapel 13 serving Peters Township 15. Andrew Klein receives the serve. Andrew passes it up to Alex, but the hitter goes into the antenna for an out-of-bounds hit. Fox Chapel scores the point. 14 serving 15. Bryce O'Donnell takes the serve and tipped over by Alex Klein to an empty space. Scores the point for Peters Township. 16 serving 14. Dane Sales back to serve as Eli Hemmingson checks in for middle blocker. Sales serve is received but handled poorly on the second hit for a double. Point Peters Township. 17 serving 14. Sales serve goes into the net for a service error. Point Fox Chapel. 15 serving 17. Dane checks out. Lingus checks back in. Fox Chapel on the serve. Doomer with a slight overpass, but finds an empty spot on the Fox Chapel side of the court. Point Peters Township. 18 serving 15. Alex Klein back to serve. Lingus is hit, slightly blocked and received by the back row for a back row setup attack, but it goes out of bounds. Point Peters Township, 19 serving 15. Fox Chapel takes another timeout, so the boys will huddle up, catch their breath, and get ready for another attack. Both teams coming back from the huddle as Alex Klein back to serve. Klein's serve is received from the back row and set up for an attack. That ball received by Doomer, set by Klein to Lingus, whose hit is blocked by Fox Chapel. Point Fox Chapel, 16, serving Peters Township, 19. Lingus's attack is blocked by Fox Chapel, but out of bounds. Point Peters Township. Peters leads 20-16. Anthony Lingus back to serve. Okay, that serve received and set by Fox Chapel to the outside, whose hit is blocked into an empty spot on the Fox Chapel side of the court for a point. Peters Township leading 21-16. Anthony Lingus still back to serve as Fox Chapel subs in a new player. A very hard hit by the Fox Chapel middle. Passed out of bounds. Point Fox Chapel. 17 serving 21. That serve is received and set by Klein and smashed by Eli Hemmingson at the net. Peters Township scores the point. 22-17. Bryce O'Donnell back to serve. O'Donnell's serve is received by Fox Chapel and set up for a hit. Brought back over the net by Peters Township. Fox Chapel sets up for another attack, but that attack is blocked by the blockers at the front row. Andrew Klein and Dane Sales combining to score the point. Peters Township keeps the serve leading 23-17. O'Donnell's serve goes just out of bounds. Fox Chapel 18, Peters Township 23. Fox Chapel back for the serve. Peters Township gets the ball back over the net. Fox Chapel sets up for an attack to the outside. That attack is tipped and finds a spot on the Peters Township court side. 23-19. 23-19. Fox Chapel 19. Peters Township 23. That serve goes out of bounds for a Peters Township point. It is set point. Andrew Klein back for the serve. Andrew's serve is overpassed by Fox Chapel and crushed by Dane Sales for the set winner. Your Peters Township Indians 25, the Fox Chapel Foxes 19. A brief pause as we set up for set number 2 in our best of 5 game for tonight's matchup. We are back for set 2 of this best of 5 matchup. If you're somewhat new to the sport, you'll notice that the first 4 sets go to 25. The final, if there is a 5th set, will go to 15. All sets are win by 2. Looks like Peters Township will have the serve. The referees are just checking boys' positions. And we should see Bryce O'Donnell check in for Eli Hemmingson, our middle hitter, once the referees are prepared. And there goes O'Donnell to check in. Hemmingson will come back for his front row play. Peters Township will serve our second set, and Andrew Klein is back to serve. Andrew's serve is received by Fox Chapel and set for a pipe hit, which is saved by Bryce O'Donnell, but tough pass couldn't quite be set by the setter. Point Fox Chapel, 1 serving 0. Fox Chapel's serve is in. Point Fox Chapel, 2 serving 0. That serve is received by O'Donnell and set eventually to Dane Sales. Fox Chapel receives it, sets for their attack, which is received by Lingus. Set by Klein to Sales again. Fox Chapel sets up for their attack, which is tipped but goes out of bounds. Another point for Fox Chapel, 3 serving 0. Slight overpass on that serve receive. Fox Chapel hits over the net, but Peters Township receives it, gets it back over by Doomer. Fox Chapel sets up for their attack, which is received, and over the net by Sales. Fox Chapel's hit from their middle blocker finds the floor of Peters Township. Fox Chapel up 4, Peters Township 0. Another service receive error on the part of Peters Township. Fox Chapel 5, your Indians 0. All right, pass from the back row to the center. To Doomer on the outside. It's tipped errantly out of bounds. Point Peters Township gets the serve back. 1 serving 5 as Ben Doomer sets up. Doomer serve into the net. Point Fox Chapel, 6 serving 1. That serve goes out of bounds for a Peters Township point, as Sales goes back for the serve, and Hemmingson checks in for the libero O'Donnell, 2 serving 6. That spin serve goes into the net. Fox Chapel gets a point. It is 7 serving 2. Peters Township sets up for a beautiful attack from the middle blocker, Eli Hemmingson, for a point. Peters Township now 3 serving 7 as Lucas Einen checks into the game. Alex Klein back to serve. Another service error by Peters Township. Point Fox Chapel 8 serving 3. Peters attack by Einen. Blocked but passed back out of bounds though. Point Fox Chapel 9 serving 3. Klein sets it to Einen for a cross-court pass. Crushed by the Fox Chapel number 28. Point Fox Chapel 10 serving 3. Timeout Peters Township. We are back from our timeout as Fox Chapel sets up to serve the ball. Their serve passed up by Doomer to the setter Alex, who back sets it to Lingus for the attack that goes and passed out of bounds but brought back in. Peters Township getting the ball back over the net, deep into the court for a tough receive by Fox Chapel, but brought back. Set up by Doomer, set by Klein to Lingus. Fox Chapel receives that and sets up for their attack. That goes into the net. Point Peters Township 4 serving 10 as Anthony Lingus goes back to serve. Lingus' serve is received by the back row and set by the setter to the middle, who slams it for a Fox Chapel point. 11 serving 4. Fox Chapel's serve is received by O'Donnell, set by Klein to Hemmingson, who is blocked at the net for another Fox Chapel point. 12 serving 14. Coming up later this week, the Peters Township Indians will travel to South Fayette for a 7:15 varsity start game. That serve goes out of bounds. Point Peters Township. 5 serving 12 as Dane Sales checks in for Eli Hemmingson, and O'Donnell goes back to serve. O'Donnell's serve goes out of bounds for a Fox Chapel point. 13 serving 5. Fox Chapel gets the ball back over the net to libero Bryce O'Donnell. Up to the setter to Dane Sales for a kill. Point Peters Township 6 serving 13 as Andrew Klein checks in for Einen and goes back to serve. Klein's serve is received by Fox Chapel and set, but goes into the net. 4 hits Fox Chapel. That's 1 too many, ladies and gentlemen, if you're doing your math and keeping score at home. Point Peters Township 7, serving 13. Andrew's serve goes just out of bounds. Point Fox Chapel 14, serving 7. You'll notice, if you're able to hear in the background there, Fox Chapel likes to yell while our servers are about to serve. You probably won't notice that when Fox Chapel's about to serve. I call that sportsmanship. Klein's set to sail is a double and an error on the part of the setter. Fox Chapel's point, 15, serving 7. That serve is passed but out of bounds. Fox Chapel now leads 16-7. Sails with a hit over the net, but received by Fox Chapel, whose attack is received by Lingus and set up, but blocked by Fox Chapel. Doomer with a nice hit, but a big block on the part of Fox Chapel there. Fox Chapel 17-7 as Peters Township takes a timeout to regroup. Our next home game will be on March 28th against Seneca Valley High School. JV will start at 5:30. Your varsity game will start at 7 p.m. Coming back from our timeout, Peters Township is trailing by 10 points to the Fox Chapel Foxes. Hopefully they spent some time regrouping, getting a better plan of attack for this next portion of the set. Fox Chapel's serve is received by Lingus, set by Klein to Doomer, whose hit goes out of bounds. There was some question as to whether that ball was tipped, but the referees say it was not. Point Fox Chapel. Fox Chapel's serve goes out of bounds. Peters Township with the serve, 8 serving 18. Ben Doomer back to do the honors. Doomer's serve is received and set by Fox Chapel. Peters Township gets the ball back over the net, finds an empty spot on the Fox Chapel side of the court for a point. 9 serving 18. Ben Doomer back for another serve. Ben switching to a float serve for this time around. Dane sails with a nice big hit, which was also touched by Fox Chapel. Thank you very much. Point Peters Township, 10 serving 18. Doomer serve is received by Fox Chapel and set for the attack, which goes cross court and received by Klein, set by Klein, crushed by Lingus as Fox Chapel not only goes into the net, but misses their block. Point Peters Township, and timeout Fox Chapel. Peters Township coming back on a bit of a roll here, even though they're still down by 7, 11 serving 18. We are back from our break, and Doomer is back for the serve. Doomer's serve is received by the back row and set to the middle. Slightly blocked by Peters Township, but that block goes out of bounds. Point Fox Chapel, 19 serving 11. New player checking in for Fox Chapel, number 9 for 17. As number 5 back to serve. That's serve received by Doomer up to the setter Klein for a hit by Lingus, which finds the Fox Chapel floor. Point Peters Township, 12 serving 19. Sails back for the serve. Sales serve goes out of bounds for a Fox Chapel point, 20 serving 12. The libero serve received by Andrew Klein, up to the setter Alex Klein. Hit by Lingus, but goes out of bounds. Point Fox Chapel, 21 serving 12. Klein's pass to Klein set, gets to Hemmingson, the middle blocker for a kill. Point Peters Township as Einan checks in for Andrew Klein and Alex Klein back to serve. 13 serving 21. Klein served, received by Fox Chapel, sets up for their attack, which is passed over the net to Doomer. Set by Klein back to Einan, whose hit is blocked, but somehow he dug that one up, but we just couldn't quite get the handle on it and get it back over the net. Point Fox Chapel, 22-13. Fox Chapel serve received by Doomer, set by Klein over to Einan, whose hit finds the floor of Fox Chapel. Cross-court smash. Point Peters Township. Lingus back to serve, 14-22. That spin serve finds the net, but also finds the Fox Chapel floor for a Peters Township point. 15 serving 22. Lingus back to serve again. Lingus is served, received, and set by Peters Township, but that set is a dump, catches Peters Township unawares for a Fox Chapel point, 23 serving 15. That serve received by O'Donnell, set by Klein, but a bit of a miscue on the attack leads to a Fox Chapel point. Set point, 24-15. O'Donnell's pass up to the setter Klein, passed over the net by Hemmingson, set up again by Fox Chapel to their middle hitter. Peters Township couldn't quite handle that hit. That is your set point. Fox Chapel 25, Peters Township 15. We'll take a break and set up for this best of 5 set number 3. All right, our boys are setting up for their third in this best of 5 game. On the court we have Ben Doomer, Bryce O'Donnell, and Anthony Lingus, followed by Alex Klein, Dane Sales, and Andrew Klein. I believe Fox Chapel will have the serve for this one. And let's see if Peters Township can get their mojo back and go back to their ways of set 1. Fox Chapel's serve received by Lingus, but goes out of bounds. Receive error. Peters Township point. Fox Chapel 1. Peters Township 0. This time Lingus's pass set up to Klein to Sales for an attack, but received by Fox Chapel and returned back over the net and out of bounds for a Peters Township point. 1 serving 1. Andrew Klein back to serve. Andrew's serve goes just long for a Fox Chapel point, 2 serving 1. Fox Chapel serve received by Bryce O'Donnell to the hitter setter Klein for a beautiful hit by Dane Sales. Excellent attack. 2 serving 2. Ben Doomer back for the serve. Ben's serve goes just a little bit long, out of bounds. Point Fox Chapel. 3 serving 2. That serve is received by O'Donnell to the setter Klein for a back set to Dane Sales, whose hit is tipped and passed up and set by Fox Chapel. That set received and passed back over the net by O'Donnell. Set to the middle hitter from Fox Chapel, whose set and hit are both good. Point Fox Chapel, 4 serving 2. The libero back to serve. That serve received by Klein. Up to Alex Klein, whose hit gets spent back to the net. Over to Doomer, whose hit is received by Fox Chapel and hit again, but Klein digs one out, passes it back to Fox Chapel, whose middle hitter finds a tough spot for Klein to receive on that one. Point Fox Chapel, 5 serving 2. That serve received by O'Donnell, dumped by Klein, but received by the Fox Chapel team, whose pass goes over the net to O'Donnell and set again by Klein, out this time to the outside, whose hit is blocked, but right back to Lingus, whose hit goes out of bounds. Point Fox Chapel. There was some question as to Fox Chapel being in the net, but apparently the refs didn't see it that way. 6 serving 2. Ball into net, but finds its way over to the net, over to the Peters Township side of the net. 7 serving 2. Some of the most difficult serves to receive, the ones that hit into the net. This time that one falls just short for a Peters Township point. Dane Sales back as Peters Township trails 3-7. Hemmingson checks in for front row. Sales serve. Sales out the back row. 8 serving 3. Bryce O'Donnell back in for back row play as Sales steps out. That float serve is received by Doomer up to Klein, the setter. To the outside hitter, Anthony Lingus, who crushes one for a Peters Township kill. Point 4 serving 8. Alex Klein back for the serve. Klein serve received by Fox Chapel, whose setter dumps it over to the net, but received by Peters Township. That back set from Alex to Andrew gets blocked inbounds for a Fox Chapel point. 9 serving 4. Peters Township, Bryce O'Donnell receives the pass up to the setter. Little miscue on the offensive attack for an attack error. Fox Chapel 10, Peters Township 4. O'Donnell receives a pass up to the setter to Andrew Klein, his twin brother, for the kill. Point Peters Township 5 serving 10. Lingus back for the serve. Lingus' serve leads to an ace and a point for the Peters Township Indians, 6 serving 10. That serve this time received, but on an overpass, taken advantage of by Ben Doomer, who has the kill. Peters Township 7, Fox Chapel 10, as Fox Chapel takes a timeout to think it over. Your Indians finding a little bit of their mojo coming back in this third set. And we are making our way back from this timeout as Anthony Lingus comes back for the serve. He's joined in the back row by Bryce O'Donnell and Alex Klein. In our front row, we have Andrew Klein, Eli Hemmingson, and Ben Doomer. Lingus' serve is touched by Fox Chapel, but could not quite get the handle on it. Point Peters Township, 8 serving 10. Lingus' serve this time received and set by Fox Chapel to their middle hitter, who scores the points. Fox Chapel 11 serving Peters Township 8. O'Donnell receives a serve up to Klein, the setter, to Doomer, whose hit is blocked out of bounds for a Peters Township point. O'Donnell back to serve as Peters Township gets to 9 to 11. O'Donnell spin serve received by Fox Chapel, who sets up for their attack. O'Donnell with the pass to setter Klein, and Doomer with the attack, but received by Fox Chapel and set to their outside hitter for the hit that goes out of bounds for a Peters Township point. 10, Fox Chapel 11. O'Donnell's serve received by Fox Chapel, set to their back row for a pass that goes out of bounds. We are knotted up at 11, ladies and gentlemen. Have your boys found their mojo again? O'Donnell back for the serve. O'Donnell wisely lets that first service attempt go down, sets up for his second one. That serve, unfortunately, goes into the net for a Fox Chapel point. 12 serving 11. You'll notice the setter calling out their potential attacks to his teammates as they set up for serve receive. That serve received by Lingus and set by Klein to Doomer, which is blocked, but errantly so at the net. Point Peters Township. We are again knotted up. 12-12 with Andrew Klein back to serve. Andrew's serve goes a little long for a Fox Chapel point on the service error. 13 serving 12. Fox Chapel serve nicely received by Andrew Klein, set by the other Klein to Dane Sales, whose hit is received and set up and blocked by Peters Township. Sales and Klein team up for that block of the net as Ben Doomer goes back to serve. We are knotted up at 13. Ben's serve is received and set by Fox Chapel to the middle hitter. Doomer gets the pass, which is set by Klein to Sales, but that pass is blocked. A little bit of a miscue from Fox Chapel's defense leads to a Peters Township point, 14 serving 13. Lingus with a cross-court attack received by Fox Chapel, hit out of the back row. Klein dumps it, finds a spot, even though it was touched once, still manages to find the Fox Chapel floor for another Peters Township point. 15 serving 13. Doomer back for the serve. A nice short serve at a tough spot, but received by Fox Chapel. Their attack tipped and out of bounds for a Fox Chapel point. Now 14 serving 15. Good run by the Indians. Fox Chapel's libero back for a float serve, received by Andrew Klein. Passed and set by Lingus. Sales gets to the ball and hits it for a Peters Township point. Excellent effort on the part of Dane Sales to get that point, and he is back for the serve as PT leads 16-14. Sales serve is received by Fox Chapel with their attack blocked at the net. Their attack again received by Peters Township, whose setter Alex Klein sends it to the back row, sneaky, where there's nobody at home for the Fox Chapel Foxes as they take a timeout to regroup and refine their bearings. Peters Township leading 17-14, looking to keep the pressure on and gain the victory. From time to time, you'll hear players and coaches yelling a few different volleyball terms, one of which is sets dead. That means the setter is in the back row and cannot attack the ball from the front row. Conversely, you'll hear them say sets live, which means the setter's in the front row where he can not only set but attack the ball. I'll try to point out some other such terminology and calls from the referees as we go along in this game. Boys are coming back from their timeout as Sales sets up to serve as our Indians have the lead 17-14. Sales served, received by Fox Chapel, setting up for the attack, but it's an errant attack leading to a Peters Township point as the Indians lead 18-14 with Sales back to serve. Our serve received by Fox Chapel sets up for their attack. Received by Doomer with an excellent scoop. But Peters Township can't quite get a good clean hit on it as Andrew Klein has a double hit, leading to a Fox Chapel point. Fox Chapel back to serve, trailing 15, serving to 18. Doomer with the serve receive. Klein with a short serve to Lingus, catching Fox Chapel off guard. A beautiful attack play set up by the boys as Peters Township leads 19-15, and Alex Klein goes back to serve. Number 3 checking in for the Fox Chapel Foxes. Alex's serve received and attacked by Fox Chapel, but that attack is blocked. Doomer scoops up the Fox Chapel attack as Lingus takes a cross-court hit, but that received by Fox Chapel, sent over the net to O'Donnell as Klein sends it to the back row, but Fox Chapel somehow finds a way to get it over the net to O'Donnell. Passes it up to Klein, hit by Hemmingson, but once again received by Fox Chapel. This time O'Donnell sets up for the set. Klein's hit blocked, but somehow the Indians found a way to get it back over for Fox Chapel's attack that goes out of bounds. What an amazing volley. Point Peters Township as they lead 20-15. Alex Klein once again back for the serve. Gonna need to catch their breath after that one. That serve, nice and short, but still received by Fox Chapel, whose middle hitter finds an excellent attack route. Gets the ball down within the 10-foot line for a Fox Chapel point, 16 serving 20. O'Donnell's pass up to Klein, set to Hemmingson, somehow received by the Foxes and sent back over the net, but sent back over directly by Klein, who helps on that tip, but they can't quite get the ball back up and over, leading to a Fox Chapel point, 17 serving 20. Excellent efforts all around. Fox Chapel's serve received by Doomer, set up by Klein, over the net by the other Klein. Fox Chapel sets up their attack, which is blocked at the net, but a Peters Township player is in the net, leading to a Fox Chapel point and a Peters Township timeout. Peters leading 20-18. That last point by Fox Chapel was called on a net violation by Peters Township. They didn't actually touch the net, but their foot went under it far enough that it was over the line, leading to a point for Fox Chapel as they are back to serve, trailing 18-20. Klein receives it. Alex Klein sets it. That ball didn't quite make it where it needed to go. Went out of bounds on Peters Township side. Oh, Fox Chapel with the block. Knots up the game at 20. Doomer receives the serve, sets to Alex Klein, over to Lingus, whose kill leads to a Peters Township much-needed point. 21-20 as Lingus goes back for the serve. Lingus' serve received by Fox Chapel. To their middle hitter, but blocked by Peters Township, who sets up their next attack, which is by Hemmingson, but blocked this time by Doomer, which is also blocked, but hit over by O'Donnell as Fox Chapel sets up their next attack on an overpass. Klein, unfortunately, hits the ball out of bounds for a Fox Chapel point. We are knotted up at 21, ladies and gentlemen. Some rotation questions on the part of Fox Chapel as number 1 steps back to serve. That serve received by O'Donnell up to the setter Klein, who goes to Doomer at the outside for the kill. Doomer found that beautiful donut hole in the middle of the court there to give Peters Township the point as O'Donnell goes back to serve and Hemmingson checks out. Sales checks in. 22 serving 21. Service error, Peters Township knotted up at 22. Lingus' pass to Doomer and over the net to Sales. That hit is blocked, but still finds a spot on the Peters Township floor for a Fox Chapel point as Peters Township takes a minute to talk things over. O'Donnell receives the serve up to Klein, the setter, who passes it to Doomer for the attack, but received by Fox Chapel, whose attack is blocked and eventually hit back over by Doomer for the kill. And we are knotted up as 23 as number 23 goes back for the Peters Township serve. Andrew's serve leads to an overpass. with a kill by Ben Doomer. We are at set point 24-23 as number 23, Andrew Klein, goes back for the Peters Township serve. That serve is received by Fox Chapel, who sets up their attack. And their pass over the net to Andrew Klein, up to the setter, Alex Klein. Over the net by Dane Sales, who ends up stepping over that line for a net violation. And we are tied at 24 as Fox Chapel is back for the serve. Klein receives the pass to the other Klein. But their attack is blocked by Fox Chapel at the net. They lead 25 to Peters Township 24. And we win by 2. That serve received by Andrew Klein, set over to Doomer as Fox Chapel passes the ball back over. Andrew sends it to the back of the line, but received. And too many hits on the part of Fox Chapel as my tongue gets tied and the game gets tied at 25 as Ben Doomer goes back for the serve. Float serve is in. Fox Chapel's attack leads to a block by Lingus and Sales, giving Peters Township the lead 26-25 as Doomer goes back for set point. Doomer serve received by Fox Chapel, who sets up their attack. Passed up by Doomer to Klein, who dumps it over the net, but somehow Fox Chapel finds a way to get a hold of it and sends it back over to Peters Township as their attack is brought back up by Fox Chapel. Doomer with an excellent pass save, but somehow Fox Chapel blocks and earns a point as we are knotted up at 26. Excellent volley on the part of both teams here. That pass received by Andrew Klein up to Alex Klein, who backsets to Dane Sales, leading to a beautiful hit that can't be handled by Fox Chapel, giving Peters Township the point and the lead. As Sales goes back to serve, Hemmingson checks in, O'Donnell checks out. We are up 27-26, set point. Sales serve is received and sets up for the attack, which goes out of bounds, leading to a Peters Township victory in set number 3. As Peters Township leads this game 2-1, we will take a break and set up for our 4th set. Again, best of 5, so if Peters Township wins this set, they will have won the game this evening. If Fox Chapel wins, we will go to a 5th set. Float serve goes out of bounds for a service error and a Fox Chapel point as they serve 1-0. Peters Township serve received by Anthony Lingus, set by Klein to Sales, who gets it over the net as Fox Chapel sets up their attack, which is blocked at the net. You'll see the referees make a motion with their hands, a bit of a cupping motion, which indicates that a player lifted the ball, which is a hit error, leading to a point for the other team. O'Donnell receives it up to the setter Klein, who sets it to Doomer for the kill. A beautiful hit as Ben goes back for the serve. 1 serving 2. Ben serve received by the libero up to the setter for an attack. Klein sees a spot in the court, finds it, sneaky, ties up the game 2-2 as Benjamin Doomer goes back for another serve. He's good for a couple of those every game. Doomer's float serve received by the libero, who sets up the Fox Chapel attack. But Doomer with the pass and the set to Lingus, received by Fox Chapel, who sets up their attack. Blocked at the net, but a communication error leads to a Fox Chapel point. 3 serving 2. Fox Chapel serve pass back over the net by Sales as Fox Chapel sets up their attack, which is blocked at the net but can't quite be fully returned. A diving effort on the part of Lingus still leads to a Fox Chapel point, 4 serving 2. That serve up to the setter Klein, attacked by Sales but received by Fox Chapel, whose attack is received by O'Donnell, set by Klein to Sales, whose hit somehow is brought back over the net by Fox Chapel. Oh, this time an interesting little exchange at the net as Sales has an errant hit with his left hand, blocked back over by Fox Chapel, leading to a Fox Chapel point, 5 serving 2. Peters Township sets up their serve receive. Andrew Klein sets to Alex Klein, who sets Dane Sales with the kill, heads back to do the serving honors. Eli Hemmingson checks in, Bryce O'Donnell checks out. 3 serving 5. Fox Chapel's attack blocked at the net with a huge block by Eli Hemmingson for a Peters Township point, 4 serving 5. Sales back for the serve. Fox Chapel's attack brought back over the net by a diving attempt from Andrew Klein. This time their attack blocked at the net either by Hemmingson or Lingus. I believe Lingus got that one for another Peters Township point as they knotted up at 5. Sales again back for the serve. Fox Chapel receives the serve, sets up their attack, which is received by Doomer up to the setter Klein to Lingus, whose block is brought back over the net by Alex Klein. But Peters Township not quite able to get the ball back over as Fox Chapel earns the point, 6 serving 5. Sales checking out for libero O'Donnell. Lingus with the attack, but received by Fox Chapel, whose attack goes into the net for an attack error and a Peters Township point. 6 serving 6 as Alex Klein goes back for the serve. Alex's serve received by Fox Chapel, whose pass comes back over the net but goes out of bounds for a Peters Township point. Evan Bodie dashing for the ball to get it back to Alex Klein for the serve as Peters Township leads 7-6. The boys got some speed. Fox Chapel's attack blocked at the net by Eli Hemmingson, unreturnable, leading to a Peters Township point. 8, serving 6. Alex Klein back once again for the serve. That serve goes just a bit outside for a service error, a Fox Chapel point as they set up to serve, trailing 7-8. O'Donnell's pass up to Alex Klein for the set to Hemmingson, whose set is tipped, but they didn't quite have enough hits to get it back over. As you notice the referee make that cupping motion once again, indicating that a lift has occurred, which is an error, leading to a Peters Township point. Anthony Lingus back for the serve as Peters Township leads 9-7. Lingus' serve grazes the net but is received by Fox Chapel, whose back row attack is blocked errantly at the net. Point Fox Chapel, 8, serving 9. That serve once again received by O'Donnell, set by Alex Klein to Ben Doomer as Fox Chapel sets up for their attack. Blocked at the net by Andrew Klein, leading to a Peters Township point. Oh, my mistake. That ball went into the net, leading to 4 hits on the part of Fox Chapel and a Peters Township point. 10 serving 8 as O'Donnell goes back to serve. Dane Sales checks in for front row service. Rice's serve leads to an ace and a point for Peters Township, 11 serving 8. O'Donnell's serve received by Fox Chapel sets up for the attack. O'Donnell passes it up to the setter Alex Klein, who serves to Dane Sales, but that hit is blocked and finds its way to the Peters Township floor. And a Fox Chapel point, 9 serving 11. Toomer passes it up to Klein, back sets to Klein, tips it over the net. Fox Chapel sets up their attack, cross court to the back, and Lingus gets it up to the setter Klein, who sneaky finds that spot again. Could not be returned by the Fox Chapel Foxes, leading to a Peters Township point as the Indians lead 12 serving 9. Andrew Klein back for the serve. This time a spin serve received by Fox Chapel as they set up their attack. O'Donnell receives that attack. Klein smashes it over the net for a point. Alex Klein with the front row attack gets the ball back to his twin brother Andrew Klein for another serve, 13 serving 9. Another spin serve by Andrew, this time leading to a service error as Fox Chapel gains the point and the serve, 10 serving 13. Fox Chapel's serve goes out of bounds, leading to a Peters Township point, 14 serving 10, as Benjamin Doomer goes back for the serve. Doomer's float serve to Fox Chapel, who sets up their attack. That is a back row attack. Not caught by the referees there. Back row attack. Back row attack. Not quite sure how they missed that, but Fox Chapel gains the point, 11 serving 14. The ball knows. The ball knows the right call. Point Peters Township. Dane Sales back for the serve as O'Donnell checks out. Hemmingson checks in, 15 serving 11. Sales float serve to the libero as Fox Chapel sets up their attack. Somehow received and sent back over by Peters Township as Fox Chapel attacks again. This time Alex Klein sets to Anthony Lingus, but that is blocked at the net, but another net violation by number 21 of the Fox Chapel Foxes, leading to a Peters Township point as Sales goes back to serve once again. 16-11, and Fox Chapel takes a minute to think things over. That float serve received by Fox Chapel's libero as they set for their attack. That attack tipped and passed by Andrew Klein, set to Anthony Lingus, whose block comes right back and hits the setter in the head, who's now tapping his head, indicating he got a little bump. O'Donnell checks in, Sales checks out. Fox Chapel leads 12-16. Doomer with the pass, slightly overpass, but blocked at the net by Alex Klein with a tremendous athletic move and that cupping motion once again as the refs indicate a lift has occurred by Fox Chapel, giving Peters Township the point. Alex Klein back to serve 17, serving 12. Alex's float serve received and set up for an attack by Fox Chapel, whose middle hitter smashes one unblocked, finds a spot on the floor, giving Fox Chapel the point and the serve, 13-17. Fox Chapel's serve received by Bryce O'Donnell, back set to Anthony Lingus, whose serve is blocked and goes back, way back out of bounds for a Peters Township point. And the serve, as Anthony Lingus is back with Peters Township leading 18-13. Anthony's spin serve received by the Fox Chapel libero and hit errantly by the middle blocker, going out of bounds, giving Peters Township the point. 19 serving 13. Lingus back once again for the serve. You heard that once again as the other team yells just as we're about to serve, potentially distracting the player. Bit of unsportsmanship if you ask me. Fox Chapel wins the serve, 14 serving 19. Doomer's pass to the setter Klein, back set to Andrew Klein, whose hit goes off a Fox Chapel player's head, leading to a Peters Township point. Gaining the serve, Bryce O'Donnell back to serve. Hemmingson checks out, Sales checks in as Peters Township leads 20-14. O'Donnell's serve received and attacked by Fox Chapel, but Bryce digs it up to the setter Alex, who sets Andrew. Fox Chapel receives it, sets their attack, which goes out of bounds, leading to a Peters Township point. 21 serving 14. O'Donnell once again back for the serve as Bodie chases down that ball. The speed on this kid. O'Donnell's floater received by Fox Chapel and passed back over the net to O'Donnell, to Alex Klein, the setter, to Dane Sales, whose hit is blocked, earning Fox Chapel the point and the serve, 15 serving 21. The ball knows. Fox Chapel's serve hits the antenna, leading to an out-of-bounds call. A Peters Township point as Andrew Klein back to serve, 22 serving 15. Andrew's spinner finds the net. Service error, Peters Township, 16 serving 22. Fox Chapel serve received by O'Donnell up to Alex Klein, who sets Dane Sales, but Fox Chapel sets up their own attack, earning them a point as Fox Chapel serves 17, serving 22. Fox Chapel's serve received by O'Donnell and set over to Doomer. Times it just a little bit bad, although that set might have been a little bit long too, leading to a Fox Chapel point, 18 serving 22. O'Donnell's pass up to Klein, set to Sales, whose attack goes out of bounds, no tip, 22-19. Peters Township takes a moment to think about things as we pause for a minute. Fox Chapel serve received by Lingus, set by Klein to Ben Doomer, whose attack goes into the net. 4 hits. Point Fox Chapel, 20, serving 22. That serve received by O'Donnell up to Klein, who sets it to Doomer, but blocked at the net. Brought back over the net by Bryce. O'Donnell for Fox Chapel's attack. And a point for Fox Chapel, 21, serving 22. Peters Township needing to get the ball back here, ending this game in 4 sets rather than forcing it into a 5th. O'Donnell's pass to the setter. Back to Andrew Klein, who passes it over the net. Up to their setter for a front row attack by the middle. Klein gets it back over the net. Fox Chapel sets up their attack, which is received by Andrew. And unfortunately hits into the antenna on the attack, leading to a Fox Chapel point. We are knotted up at 22. Sales attack somehow received by Fox Chapel, whose attack is passed up by Andrew Klein. Slightly overpass there, leading to a Fox Chapel hit and point. Fox Chapel leads 23-22. O'Donnell receives the serve. Klein sets it to Sales, who just gets it over the net. Fox Chapel sets up their attack, but it's blocked at the net. Fox Chapel sets up once again. Also blocked into the net, blocked at the net, but goes out of bounds for a Fox Chapel point. Peters Township takes a moment to think things over. Fox Chapel back for the set point serve. Received by O'Donnell, set by Klein to Benjamin Doomer. This time Doomer with the kill, earning Peters Township the point, giving himself the serve as Peters Township trails 23-24. Doomer's serve received by Fox Chapel, a little bit of out of system. Received by Peters Township, set to Lingus, but somehow received by Fox Chapel, who sends it to a difficult spot on the Peters Township side of the court, leading to a Fox Chapel victory and a 5th set. We will be back in 3 minutes for this 5th and final deciding set. Gain the victory. This set will go to 15, win by 2. Fox Chapel has the serve, and that serve is over the net, received by O'Donnell, set by Alex Klein over to Ben Doomer, whose attack is received, and somehow Fox Chapel manages it to get back over. Doomer attacks again, but this time he finds that spot on the floor, earning the point for Peters Township and the serve as Andrew Klein goes back to serve 1-0. Andrew's float serve received by Fox Chapel. Just over the net, finds that empty spot. Fox Chapel ties up the game 1-1 and is back to serve. Peters Township attack is received by Fox Chapel, whose pass is Set up by Bryce O'Donnell to Alex Klein, trying to find that spot again. This time Fox Chapel figured it out. Sends their own back row pass. Dane Sales with the attack. Gets through the block, finds the floor of Fox Chapel, earning Peters Township the point and the serve. Benjamin Doomer back 2, serving 1. Ben's serve is received by Fox Chapel. Their attack received by Peters Township. Ben hits it out of the back row as Fox Chapel sets up their attack. But that goes into the net. 4 hits. Point Peters Township. Benjamin Doomer back once again. 3 serving 1. Doomer serve set up and attacked by Fox Chapel, but blocked at the net by Dane Sales. Puts up the roof. Earns the point. 4 serving 1. Fox Chapel taking a minute to think things over. Peters Township on a roll. Fox Chapel looking to slow that down. Peters Township hoping to keep that going. We are back from our timeout, and Doomer's serve is about to go. That serve received by Fox Chapel. Their attack tipped at the net, but passed up by Doomer. Set by O'Donnell and passed back over the net by Lingus. Fox Chapel's attack from the middle is received by received by O'Donnell and passed over by Doomer. This time that attack finds the floor for a Fox Chapel point, winning them the serve, 2 serving 4. Fox Chapel's serve received by Andrew Klein, set by Alex Klein to Dane Sales. Fox Chapel receives it, sets up their own attack, which is a pass over the net received by O'Donnell, set by Alex Klein to Anthony Lingus, who finds a way through the block, earning himself a kill, a PT point. The serve, as Sales goes back to serve, O'Donnell checks out, Hemmingson checks in, Peters Township 5, serving 2. Sales float serve received by Fox Chapel, whose attack goes to the middle. Blocked a bit at the net, but can't quite be fully received and sent back over by Peters Township, leading to a Fox Chapel point. 3 serving 5. Sales checks out. O'Donnell checks in. That serve received by Andrew Klein. Set by Alex Klein to the outside hitter, but goes out of bounds. Point Fox Chapel. 4 serving 5. Andrew Klein with the receive. Anthony Lingus passes it to O'Donnell, who gets it over the net as Fox Chapel sets up their attack to the middle. Blocked but unsuccessfully by Hemmingson. We are knotted up at 5. Peters Township needs to get the serve back. Lingus's attack called by the referees using that cupping motion, once again indicating that he lifted the ball, leading to a Fox Chapel point as they serve into the net but over. And that action at the net does lead to Peters Township point. Good effort on the part of the setter, Alex Klein, to earn not only the point but himself the serve. Knotted up at 6. Alex's serve received by Fox Chapel, who sets up their attack, leading to an O'Donnell pass to Andrew Klein, whose hit is received as Fox Chapel sets up their attack. Doomer passes to Alex. Lingus with the hit, but Fox Chapel gets it over, and Peters Township sends it back to them. Their middle blocked at the net, but a double hit leads to a Fox Chapel point, and the serve 7, serving 6. A nail-biter for our home opener this evening as we are in the midst of our 5th set. Fox Chapel's float serves Passed up by O'Donnell. Set by Klein, a bit of a miscue on the attack. Hemmingson missed his cue there, leading to a Fox Chapel point, 8 serving 6. Lingus with the pass. Alex Klein with the serve. Andrew Klein gets the ball over the net. As Alex finds that spot again. Sneaky. Sends that ball to where they can't receive it, earning the point. Anthony Lingus back for Peters Township, 7, serving 8. Lingus' spin serve grazes the net, but is still received by Fox Chapel, whose attack is received by O'Donnell. And Klein pushes it once again to the different corner this time, leading to a Fox Chapel attack received by Anthony Lingus and hit by Doomer. Blocked out of bounds, leading to a Peters Township point. Peters Township knots it up at 8. Fox Chapel takes a moment to think things over as the boys go to the bench. Anthony's spin serve received by Fox Chapel. Attacked by the middle hitter, earning Fox Chapel the point and the serve, 9 serving 8. Lingus with the pass up to Alex Klein, who's set to Ben Doomer, leads to a kill and a Peters Township point as we knot it up again. This time 9-9. Hemmingson checks out. Sales checks in. O'Donnell back for the serve. O'Donnell's serve received by Fox Chapel sets up their attack. Lingus receives it, but pass goes into the net, leading to a Fox Chapel point, 10 serving 9. That Fox Chapel attack received by Bryce O'Donnell and passed over by Klein. Fox Chapel brings it back, but block at the net. Tipped at the net by Peters Township. Set by Alex Klein to Benjamin Doomer, whose hit is blocked, earning Fox Chapel another point, 11 serving 9. Peters needs to find a way to earn that serve back and get a few more points on the board and bring home the victory. Grazes the net, but still managed to get it over. And a net violation by Fox Chapel, somewhat contested, but these referees doing a nice job of managing the game tonight. Peters Township earns the point and the serve, 10 serving 11, as they talk it over with the referee. Well done, boys. Good discussion amongst the captains and the referee. Call stands. Andrew's serve received by the Fox Chapel libero. Set up, but received by Klein. Gets over the net. Block at the net doesn't quite do the job. Fox Chapel earns the point and the serve, 12 serving 10. That serve received by O'Donnell, set by Alex Klein over to Benjamin Doomer, whose hit is blocked, but somehow picked back up by Peters Township, sending it back over to Fox Chapel, whose attack is passed by O'Donnell to Lingus, but errantly passed, leading to out of bounds a Fox Chapel point as they set up for 13-10 and a Peters Township timeout. Fox Chapel back to serve. Andrew Klein receives that serve to Alex Klein. Over to Ben Doomer, who passes it over the net. That middle blocker, he's tough to deal with. Finds a spot, leading to a point for Fox Chapel. Set point, 14-10. Another Peters timeout. You don't get extra points for not using them, so you may as well use them when you need them. Fox Chapel back to serve for set point, leading 14-10. That's been served. Received by O'Donnell, set by Alex Klein. Dane Sales hit is blocked at the net. A valiant effort and a hard-fought battle by both teams, but Fox Chapel comes out ahead 3-2. That final set being 15-10. We are done for today. We'll be back in action on March 28th as we host Seneca Valley for a 7 o'clock varsity start time. An away game this Thursday at South Fayette and some tournament action at North Allegheny over the weekend. Signing off.